Hi everyone, I am Jasmine and you are listening to DNM with Jasmine Season 2, a podcast where I have deep and meaningful conversations with myself and my guests. My guest today is a young entrepreneur who is a pastry chef and owner of Let's Bake Love by Sara, a beautiful little bakery in Delhi. And today's podcast, Let's Talk Love, is inspired by her brand. And I'm pleased to welcome Sara Taneja.
Hi, and welcome to DNM with Jasmine, Sara.
Hi, what's up?
I'm just super excited to talk to you. Thank you for sparing time and being on my show. How have you been?
Great, very, very, very good. You tell me what's been up.
I am just so busy with my podcast and stalking you and your Instagram because it's so much fun. You post pictures of cakes as burgers, which is which is my favorite category of food. So thank you.
Same here. Like I'm a burger addict. Okay, so McDonald's is my favorite. And there was nothing like, recreating the Big Mac.
Oh wow,
So, yup.
amazing. Yes. And also I would like to just admit that this is a confession, a very, very um honest confession that I travel so that I can go on drive-throughs to get McDonald's. So this
Same here. So me and my brother, we go sometimes to Gurgaon and all to deliver. Okay, when there's too much
hmm.
rush and all. And this one day, we were damn hungry, and I was literally praying that why on earth do we have drive-throughs only on highways? And in the next 5 minutes, I found a McDonald's right in front of me, which was a drive-through right in the middle of Gurgaon, and I was like, that was the happiest day.
Wow. So it was law of attraction and manifestation that
Yeah.
worked for you.
या ना मुझे कुछ और ही मांग ली थी यार मतलब मैकडॉनल्ड्स के बर्गर से कुछ और ही बेहतर मांग लिया होता तो क्या पता सच हो जाता
And for my listeners, I want to tell everybody that ever since I've heard about Sara and ever since I've met her, I have been a fan. I am extremely fond of you, Sara. So please go ahead and tell my listeners a little bit about yourself. Go ahead.
okay. So first of all, thank you for having me here and thank you for all the kind words. Okay, so hi everyone, I am Sara Taneja. I am a pastry chef and the owner of Let's Bake Love by Sara. I started when I was 17 years old. I was in school struggling with my studies and all that boring stuff that all kids do. But yeah, I am so glad I found my happiness and my sunshine in cakes. So yeah, that's more about me. Currently, I'm 24 years old. It's been a very long, like a 7, 8 year journey. But I'd say it's been the best journey ever. And it's full of challenges. But yeah, mostly enjoyment and love and cakes.
Amazing. A wonderful journey with lots of drive-throughs of, McDonald's and cakes happening on it. So that's the best
Yeah,
kind of journey.
yeah.
It's surprising to know that you're just 24 years old. When I look at your Instagram, when I look at what you create, it shows experience. So, and also passion with which you bake all of these desserts. And I have a little confession. I have been stalking your Instagram, and not just for like dessert parts, the personality that you have. And I think recently only you got a new tattoo.
Yeah.
And okay, for everybody who's listening, I'm going to definitely mention Sarah's Instagram handle on my description under. You have to check this out. It is so bold yet super feminine. Please tell me, what does that tattoo mean and what inspired you to get it?
Okay, so I have 7 tattoos, and
Okay,
it's a very small number for now because I just want to, this is the only thing that's going to go with me when I go. So this
right.
is the only thing that's forever. The tattoo I got, which I am sure that you're talking about, is
Yes.
my shoulder, that flower piece that I have on my shoulder. It
Yeah.
For me, I'd say that, everyone keeps asking me what that tattoo means and, why I got such a big tattoo. I
Hmm.
think for me, it depends, it depicts beauty. Okay. So for, I think that everything in life does not have a meaning, does not have a reason as to why you're doing this, why you're eating this, or why you're doing that, or whatever you'd like to, say. For me, it's
Hmm.
just beautiful. Like, I looked at it the first time and I was like, I want this somewhere on my body because it's beautiful. So, yeah, that's about it. It's beauty for me.
Yes.
Maybe just flowers or, stupidity
Hmm.
for someone else, but then it's okay.
This is one of the most inspiring things that is coming out of this conversation is that justification is not required. If something speaks to you, like you said, it is beauty for you. That's it. कोई meaning करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. If it makes sense to you, it's perfect for
exactly.
you.
Yes. And I very much believe that the home ground for creativity is freedom. So as long as there is freedom in your thoughts, in your actions, that's what inspires creativity. So
Yes.
very well said, Sarah. Talking about creativity, let's talk about your art. So you were 17 when you started it,
Yep.
and what inspired you?
Okay, so honestly, I had no clue about baking, okay? Like on the professional front, I used to bake at home, like one Gisapata cake that my tuition teacher taught me years back when I was in what? Class sixth or seventh, I'd say. That is when, because I had to just escape from studying. She used to be in her kitchen. I used to go to her house, okay, to study. So it was a fun activity for me because I just wanted to escape the books. So I was
Hmm.
like, this is a fun pastime. वो सिखा रही है cake तो सीख लेते हैं. So that is how I, actually learned my first cake, and I made that one cake for say around 5, 6 years before actually, for going out for a professional class or something, or, actually
Hmm.
looking at it as a career. I was always a dancer. I wanted to be a Bharatnatyam dancer because I'd been dancing ever since I was like 4 years old.
Wow,
So
okay.
that was the only thing on my mind. The only thought that I had to do something on my own was that I never wanted to ask for money from my parents once I
Hmm.
pass out of school. And not that they couldn't afford it or whatever. I come from a good, well off family, but I never wanted to, ask for money. So
Hmm.
that was the only thing on my mind. And once I started baking, there was nothing like it. So
Hmm.
earlier I'd say I started with a mindset of earning money, not asking, and being self sufficient, to,
Hmm.
actually molding myself around the art and not money. At the end of the day, what won was creativity. The only thing that was constant all this while is I am okay with 5,000 rupees if it's making me happy. I do not want 50,000. And
Hmm.
this thought is still here. And I'm glad it's still here because till the time this thought is here with me, I think I do what I do because it just makes me happy. And the result, of course, is good. The motivation comes from it being beautiful, yummy. The thought is always love, passion, and hard work, and, struggle and everything. So that, keeps me up and running.
Yes. So, being independent is one of the driving forces that
Yes,
kept you going. That
yes.
is, yeah, remarkable. That is really
Only
inspiring.
financial independence is what I'd say.
Yes. So, Sarah, from a hobby to now building a business for yourself,
Yes.
how did that happen? Because you're just 24, but I don't want to take away from you because of a number. I know that building anything for a woman in this society, it is not just for women, but like for anybody, it is difficult. You face so many challenges every single day. So how has your experience been building a brand for yourself?
See, I'd say there is nothing without ups and downs, okay? So there
Hmm.
are highs and lows in everything and anything around. It's
Hmm.
just how you see things. If you look at the positive side, you do not have time to look at the negative. There are struggles every day, there are hardships every day, there are, days when you have no work, you have no motivation, etc., etc., etc. But then that will always be there. And I very well embrace the low, the sad, the worst days because I
Hmm.
know if I can embrace the happy parts, the happy orders, the big orders and everything. So I have
Hmm.
to embrace the bad ones too. And it's just perspective. If you keep on seeing the negative, the positive becomes very little. So I'd rather chuck the negative and only see the positive.
Hmm. That's true. But what about those low days, Sarah? What about when the business is not coming in? When that
Then you
creative
chill,
side,
then
yeah.
you chill, then you chill, you go out, you eat, you go for dinners, you go for a vacation, you sleep in bed all day, you watch TV all day. That's what you do when you have no work. That why are you not sleeping all this while you were complaining that सोने का time नहीं है, खाने का time नहीं है, so now you have time, so you better sleep. That
Right.
that is how I see it. Yeah, of course, when I started and everything, of course, what orders were like two in a week, or but then initially you spend a lot of time on your art, on your, you know, you just keep improving on your skills. Like it's an everyday process because at day one, you're very new to it, you don't know anything.
Hmm.
Until the 100th year also, I'd say you'll keep on learning because learning is a process. The day you stop learning, you start dying. It's a very famous quote, which have registered in my mind that the learning process never ends. But meanwhile, you don't have to stop chilling or just taking a step back, sitting down, having good food. Only thing that we earn money for, or we work our ass off for,
Hmm.
is good quality time.
Right.
So when we have time, we have to make the most of it. So I'd say going on a vacation would be like the best thing if I don't have work. Like, I love vacations.
Yes. So I hear that acknowledgement of all kinds of emotions is there, and that spirit, ki come what may, dekha jayega, but that is not stopping me from enjoying my life and experiencing everything
Absolutely.
that comes one day at a time. See, this is the reason why I'm so fond of you. This reflects in your personality that you're a very chilled out type of a person, and I'm learning. I am learning from you, Sarah. I'm 3 years elder to you, but see, I'm
Whoa.
just in awe of what you're saying right now.
Thank you.
Um, yes, Sarah, thank you for being on the show. But one more thing, and we're just nearing towards the end of the episode, so I want to know if there are young entrepreneurs, bakers, just young girls listening to you right now. What message do you have for them?
Never lose hope. That is what I love to say to everyone, just who just starts off, because as I said earlier, that we tend to look at the negative too early and stop looking at the positive. But it's okay, it's all part and parcel. If you don't fall, you'd never learn how to get up. And it's all about getting up and being
Right.
better than the only person, the only thing, the only everything that you have to be better at or better from. If you compare yourself to everyone, I'd say, one, do not compare yourself to anyone. The only person you have to become better than is you. So you have to be
Hmm.
better than yourself
Hmm.
every single day, and you don't have to lose hope. You just can't lose hope. If you do not trust yourself, no one else in this world is ever going to trust you. So that is what kept me going, and that is what keeps me going every day because, it's self-love is more important than any other love in the world.
Yes. And not just preaching self-love, actually following through with it, going
Yes,
with it. And
yes.
it's never really a destination. कि अच्छा, okay, now I'm in love with myself. It's a journey and it
No,
keeps
it's
on
a
happening.
journey. Yeah,
Yes.
it keeps on happening definitely because as I said, if you embrace your happy days, everything
Mm,
that is good about you, you have to embrace the bad parts too. So that's my go-to mantra.
yes. You are what you are. The brand is what it is, not only because of the good days, the successful times, but also because of the dark days, the bad times when
Yeah,
the business was not coming up, because it's the perseverance,
absolutely.
yeah, that keeps you going, right? So, yeah.
More than anything, I'd say COVID taught us this, okay? So, like, everything came to a standstill. No matter how big or how small a person or a business or
Hmm.
whatever anyone was, everyone was at the same pedestal. So, life will take you through ups and downs, but you have to live with it.
Hmm, that's true. And before we go, I just want to say, Sarah, you are turning 25 in
I
10
am
days.
very sad about that. So let's not discuss my age, okay? Because I don't want to grow old. I don't want to be of a marriageable age and not get married.
You know you're of marriageable age already for
Yeah, but
for
I
quite some
don't
time.
want to get married. That is the point of the conversation. I don't
Well,
want to be 25.
that is inevitable. No, but I really want to say that you will turn 25 very, very soon. By the time this airs, you will already be the big 25. So congratulations. Happy birthday to you, Sarah. And I'm sure that
Thank
all
you.
of my listeners are also wishing you the best and they're wishing you an amazing life ahead. Thank you for being here.
And thank you everyone for listening. I hope this conversation stays with you, and I wish that you find the courage to voice your story. If you like the podcast, do remember to subscribe to the channel, and a link to my website will be down in the description box. A new episode goes live every Friday. So until then, take care and be kind.